just like to say to all of these Africans and Caribbeans on the panel, everyone who has migrated to the United States or their parents migrated to the United States, you literally owe us your lives.
Okay, so that you see these are some of the talking points that go on in these groups. They think that even owe our lives to them. That this is like a very extreme way of thinking. Like, I don't know you. I don't know where you're from. You don't know me. You don't know what brought me here. It's a global village. There are Americans that are living in other countries. There are Americans that are living in Europe, in Canada. There are even Americans that are living in Africa. People are connected sometimes through work, education, even clergy's, professor work, whatever it is, right? The people that set the stage or make the rules for you to migrate somewhere, it's the people that you vote for. Okay, the person in power. So, for example, right now, Trump is in power. He's cutting down on legal migration and illegal migration, both of them. Okay, that's what the policy does. That then you just got to live through it. If you don't like that, then you can change him in 4 years and you put somebody that is going to do otherwise. This is how a democracy works. Nobody owes you anything. Nobody does. That mindset, I don't even know where it comes from. This is that entitlement that people talk about. Like, it's like all these other groups. You think about Indians. I was looking at the numbers today. The majority of migration to the US is from Mexico. The second group of migrants to the US is Indians from Southeast Asia. Okay. We are probably one of the least. Like, you add us and the Caribbean guys together, the black folk that migrates here is actually the little. I mean, if white people control the visas, you think they're like overwhelmingly bringing a bunch of black people here? No, they're not. Who's telling you guys that? They're not. They're doing what we call selective immigration. And then they're doing some humanitarian immigration, quote unquote, asylum seekers. And then in the past, I don't know if they still do it, they used to do what they call a diversity lottery program. That diversity lottery program was to increase US diversity. It only started in the 90s. The diversity visa program also requires that you have completed high school. So even though it's a general diversity high school and the threshold is lower, it's still requiring of these immigrants to at least have a high school diploma, which, for the correct immigrant, that's an opportunity to come here and succeed because you already have a high school diploma. You can't fault these immigrants for having that level of success.
I'm not even exaggerating. Without our contributions, your lives would look completely different.
What are their contributions? Like this lady talking, you're talking about the contributions of black people in the 60s, in the 50s. But you're claiming that credit. You're not claiming you haven't done anything. Why are you claiming other people's work and other people's credit? Like, everything has been handed to you. You need to ask yourself this: what are you going to hand to the next generation? Are you going to hand them a mindset of victimhood and just a mindset that says, oh, these immigrants have to give their lives to me because of what my ancestors did? Martin Luther King, they helped Africa too. It was a global black coalition to help all black nations in the world. You guys just feel threatened because a new wave of migrants came in and they're just excelling at a different level that you're not used to. The only time you see that is typically when it's athletes and music and the extremes. But for a general folk that holds a regular job, you didn't think that would be possible, and they come and they live in suburban, and that really is. You can ask these guys; they're not gonna gatekeep. You can ask them for legitimate advice, but you're not doing that. You're going into a place that makes you feel safe for you to vent. Venting is good, but you gotta have to come back home and pay that light bill, bro. You have to put gas in that car. You have to go and clock in early in the morning to a company that is run by a white guy. Uh, Life goes on. You're gonna say this, but life goes on, man.
You'd be back over somewhere scratching your ass, trying to truly get it out the mud. When we say get it out the mud, we're using a turn of phrase. Y'all would literally be getting it out the mud if it wasn't for us. So all this disrespect, all of this trolling and stuff. Your people are.
Okay, so this is something maybe you guys didn't know, but I've come across because, guys, I spent a few days on TikTok and I was going crazy. But what I've realized is there's a bunch of Africans that go on these live streams on TikTok and they they troll them, man. Tyler says, I have an email on the community tab. You can shoot me an email. I will respond to you. I did respond to all the emails today, actually. Sorry, the guys that I was late to respond to, I really apologize. But I was able to catch up to all of your emails. You can reach out to me. Send me an email, Tyler. It's on the community tab. The channel description, I put one in there.
Beyond the pale. I don't know what you said. I don't care. It's beyond Sir, what's the pale going on in Ethiopia? To use all of this trolling and stuff when we've given you something your parents couldn't give you, your grandparents couldn't give you, all of your ancestors couldn't give you what we have given you, and yet you.
What have they given us? That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, fine. Those civil rights things you did it for yourselves. Like for me, it's a white man that gave me a college admission. Actually, all those letters I got to enroll in grad school came from an admissions council that is a white institution. I didn't go to a historically black college. I went to Illinois. So all these letters I got came from white people. My visa was issued by a white guy. I actually talked to the guy. He interviewed me, right? So if I have to say anything, I should thank the white man for giving me that visa to come here. Now should I discredit what the black folks did in the 60s and in the 50s? No immigrant discredits that. The reason we are speaking against these things they are saying is they hide behind the Civil Rights Act to disrespect us, and they don't like anything pointed back at them. I haven't heard a single immigrant that disrespects black contributions to the civil rights movement. But they are not telling the Mexicans that are coming here by just walking across the border. They are also here because of the civil rights, right? The Indians are here. The guy that got H-1B visa today is here because of that. Elon Musk is here because of that. It's crazy for you to even make a word and say that Elon Musk should be thanking you for for letting him be able to work here. Even if he's a white guy, he's South African. Okay, that wasn't even possible for them because a lot of that apartheid regime was under U.S. sanctions. So he's a white man that signed that civil rights bill too. Civil rights and any legislation like Obamacare or any legislation today, it's always a coalition of people and parties that make these things pass. But you're taking credit alone you've never given credit to all these other groups that contributed to that movement and to contributed to the bill, because you need that bill signed. That bill itself, the real deal is the bill is not the efforts only, but it's also the bill. You leave all that out, you take all the credit. You say just this same thing, this same lady speaking, she started by insulting us. And then she wonders when blacks from Africa and the Caribbean go on their live streams and troll them. We're supposed to just sit back and take it. And like, nah, we're not going to do that. We're going to hit you the same way you hit us. If you stop hitting us, we'll stop hitting you. Okay? What's up, R? Yeah, you hit us, we'll hit you. You stop hitting us, we'll stop hitting you. That's just how it works, man. I don't know anybody that is going to take it one way and not punch back. Yeah, I mean, they didn't start it. You stop, they'll stop. But as long as you keep doing it, they'll keep doing it too.
Still give us your ass to kiss? No, it's up.
Listen.
It was our
You in the
grandparents and
bottom of
parents
the
out there
chart.
marching. No, we're
You
not.
weren't. You weren't
If we was at the
citizens until the
bottom,
'60s. Yes, you are at the
guess what?
bottom.
Well, can
You
I ask you a
weren't
question? Is
citizens until
can I
the.
ask you can I ask you a question? Is since we're at the bottom, well, why is it that when Black Americans get up and speak, the globe stop and listen, but when you sit up there and say something in your country, they ignore the fuck out of
Because you
y'all?
have to
See, that's the
listen. You listen to
difference. No,
whitings.
no, no,
You have to listen
no,
to
no, no,
me.
no, no,
Yes, you
no.
have to
It's a
listen. You
different
will
cultural
learn to listen.
cachet. It is a
Man,
different
shut the
cultural
fuck up.
cachet. It is a different
Hey,
cultural cachet that we have that y'all would never have. That's the difference. See, historically, Black
and
Americans
you
have
got weeds too.
always fought.
Naturally.
Historically, Black Americans have always fought. That's the difference.
Yeah, I see. So as soon as somebody opposes them, they kick that person out of the panel. That's why that dude is gone. I think he was from the Caribbean. They kicked him off.
Between us and y'all. We didn't flee to another country. We stayed here. We built. Yes, the YT may have BOMB'd our stuff or set it on fire or flooded it with man-made lakes, but we kept fighting. We kept pushing. We kept
You fled
striving
to
and
Liberia.
creating.
Some
No,
of
the
you,
fuck
some of
we
you guys
didn't.
fled to
All
Liberia.
you do is say shit like that. That was a Christian thing that happened with a certain amount of people.
They kicked that guy out too. Why are they so thin-skinned? I don't get it. Like, geez, like I've had people come on here that disagree with me, but at least I'll let them speak, unless they start to like really like screw up the conversation and not let other people talk or respect other people. Then, yeah, I get that. But at least let them speak. Why have you opened a panel if you're not gonna let any opposing voice speak?
Stop saying all that shit. Understand the difference.